Alright everyone, hey, welcome back to Mama Boys Times 3, and today I'm going to show you how I make my version of like scalloped potatoes, a cheesy scalloped potato. Normally I do any 13 by 9 pan, but I have these. I thought, hey, this will cut back on dishwashing time tonight. Normally I don't use these unless I'm doing a freezer meal. So go ahead and spray your pan down. I have this coconut spray, it'll be fine. Normally I have like a vegetable oil, but coat your pan down really good. That way nothing sticks to it. So, and again, you're not going to be able to taste that. Okay, so what you're going to need to do is, let me put it in. Sorry about that. I'm back. What you need to do is that spray had me a little choked up. As I have an onion here, we'll put it to the side. Okay, so I've got potatoes here. You're going to do about 10 of them is what you're going to do. And I am going to cut these up. And I'll show you how I cut them up. A lot of times I like to take and cut them in half. And then just cut them as thin as I can, not too thick, not too thin. And then while I'm cutting them, as you can see, I have my pan next to me, so I will go ahead and put the potatoes in my pan. .50 degrees. So I'll show you the potatoes. So here I've got them cut up and they're just in the pan. So they're cut up and they're in the pan. So next thing we're going to do is grab an onion. I do like to use the paring knife. You might not, you're probably not supposed to do paring like that, but I did. So the last time I was cutting stuff up with onions, I saved these onion peels. I don't need them right now. I guess I don't think my ducks will eat them. But the potato peels I saved for like my ducks. But anyways, I put them in my bone broth and those are really good. So I don't think I have a video on bone broth, but at my blog, Mama Boys Times 3, I do have a video on bone broth, and the idea was from Lisa from Farmhouse on Bone. She is the one who always did bone broth. So, go follow her. Anyways, so I'm just cutting up one onion. I like onion in my, yeah, I like an onion in my scalloped potatoes. So, as you can see, I'm just trying to do it thin. Anyway, a few pieces. I'm gonna start crying. I gotta hurry up and cut this before I cry. Okay, so I've got my onions in there. I will be starting to cry. Bothers me. So I don't know if it bothers any of you. I've got a stick of butter here. I'm pretty much going to use this whole stick. So I'm going to grab a butter knife. This is already room temperature. You can do it cold. This is that Kerrygold. So what I'm going to do is just take my pan and I will be putting butter, chunks of butter in each part. So, bear with me. Oh my goodness. The onions are getting to me. Okay, so does anybody have this problem with onions? And if they do, oh, what do you do? Because I don't know. I don't know what to do. I love onions, but they don't love me. So continue to cut it up. So you're going to use about a stick of butter. I do use a stick of butter. So I didn't say this recipe wasn't fattening. So this is kind of how my mama showed me. My dad, he loved scalloped potatoes. I am going to have to go down to my other refrigerator and get some more butter. So pretty much, we're just doing the whole block of butter, whole stick, not a big block. Okay. We're just doing one stick of butter, and you need the butter. And like, this is a very, very simple recipe. So I'm gonna put this up. Okay, so I've got the butter in there, as you can see. Next, I'm gonna take some pepper. Here's some like new pepper I got. So I was having trouble like opening it the other day. It does not want to open. So you'll have to be careful. It's got like the pour spout. But I mean, I do like a lot of pepper. I'll show you how much I've done. And when you get to it, it's like, it doesn't look like a lot, but that's how much pepper I did. Okay. So the next is salt. And I don't have much in there, about half a teaspoon. So I will be adding the rest of this, but it's probably just like a half a teaspoon of salt. It's actually the pink Himalayan salt. So that's really all I had left. I mean, I have some in my cellar. I have a jar that I refill it with. So add salt. And then we're going to add milk. And I just eyeball the milk. And I've got I use this. I was going to use a spoon, but this butter knife will be fine to stir it with, because I have a spoon for something else I'm going to show you in a minute. So you just continue to pour your milk. There's no set amount, and I'll show you what I mean. You basically pour it and like stir the butter, potatoes, and onions together until you know how much you need. So for now, that should be good, and I'll show you to you. You just have to eyeball the milk. So here's what it will look like. So when I eyeball the milk here, it, as you can tell, is just kind of covering it. This was the potato, the knife I used just to cut the butter. So it's kind of just covering it up. And when you're making this, you will constantly stir it. So there is another step to this I wanted to show you. You do not have to do it, but I love to do this. So this is how my mom, she used to make it. And that clangy here is some tomato juice I just got done canning. So I've also got 2, 3, 4, about 10 slices of butter. This is, or not butter, Velveeta cheese. And I'm just gonna let it sit out so it'll get soft. So I've got like the Velveeta cheese. And here I'm going to be opening this. I need to freeze it anyways while everything's cooking. But I'll show you what we're going to do. This is something I get from the local, one of the local stores, like the big markets. The big box stores don't sell it. Now I know I have a hog in the freezer, but none of it is preserved. So I'm going to take a couple pieces of this. This is ham. It was like $13 for all that. So it's a really good price. So I got about 3 slices right there. And I'm going to cut it up. I'll show you. So we're going to just cut it up. And again, you can omit this step. But I really think this gives it a good flavor. And my mom, she always did it. So I should have got a meat knife, but it's okay. And of course, you know ham is already cooked like that because it's been smoked. But I'm going to reheat it, and I'm going to show you how I make my ham also tonight. Ouch. Cutting a little hard, but that's okay. Okay. So we are going to take our ham chunks, You're gonna just spread it out, whatever, in the mixture and stir it in. I think it gives it a good flavor. Now we do not add the cheese yet, so I'm going to get this on a baking sheet and put it in the oven. Okay, so I got that in a baking sheet, and I probably got about a cup of water in this pan. So I'm going to show you what we do. Next is I've got some brown sugar. And this is what I like to do. You don't have to. I won't have to like refill my jar though. I bought some at the store, but I was trying to use this up before I refilled it. So I like to add 3 or 4 tablespoons, and it does not have to be perfect. I'm going to show you. This is while I'm waiting for that to cook. And again, cook it uncovered. Cook the potatoes uncovered for about 45 minutes to an hour, constantly stirring them. Like, open up your oven and stir them about every 10 to 15 minutes, making sure they don't stick and they're all cooking evenly. So what I'm going to have to do is, should have a long, yep, I have a long bread knife. I hate when everything gets stuck on the bottom of a pan. Like, this sugar is good, but I'm probably going to wash this before I add more brown sugar to it. So, alright, it's loosened up enough. So again, I'm adding probably, I'd say half a cup altogether, maybe 3/4, but not quite a cup of brown sugar to this water. And this is what I'll do. I'm just going to soak all this. Okay, I'm back. So here's what the pan looks like. I'm just going to stir. It's just brown sugar and water. The water just keeps the brown sugar from sticking. So you all can buy, you look like, I don't know if y'all have any Save-A-Lots, but that's where I got it. I like the Save-A-Lots has it. So I'm not going to cook all this ham, but I'm just going to layer the ham in there, making sure I cover all the, try to get as much juice over the meat as possible. So like as much of the ham. So as this, you can tell this ham is already cooked and it's already cut. So this is perfect. It tastes like good ham. It tastes better than any of the other ham you get. I like to have extra in there. And it'll kind of boil and bubble in the stove, so it'll cook over it. So I'm just going to throw this in the oven. And all it really needs to do is warm up. So I'm just going to throw this in there with the scalloped potatoes. Alright, so while I'm waiting for the ham and the scalloped potatoes to get done, let's show you what I'm going to do real quick with the rest of this ham. These are freezer bags. There's maybe like 2 nights worth of dinner. So I'm going to go ahead and write on the bag. I have this Sharpie Extreme, and I do like this one. I use it on my canning jars, which I need to write on. I'm just going to write ham, and then I'll put it in my meat freezer. So then all I got to do is unthaw it. So I'm going to try to just split it evenly. And you can make like good ham sandwiches out of this, but I've got a bunch of lunch meat. So, like I said, there's probably a big half a bowl full. So I'm just going to eyeball it. I really don't know how much you need for a dinner. So I'm just going to try to make it even. And I really like this ham, like I said. So if y'all ever get a chance to try it, buy it. Even at Christmas or Thanksgiving, if you serve ham, it will really cut your cooking time in half. So yeah, this is a very good deal. And as you can tell, for $13, I'm getting about 3 nights of dinner out of this. And the scalloped potatoes will last me like 2 or 3 nights. So I used enough for a night's worth, at least for 2 people, in the scalloped potatoes. So I'm gonna lay this in my freezer in the house though, so it'll freeze flat. I'm getting all the air out of it. But lucky for me, I was able, it was a blessing, not luck, but I was able to find a freezer and get it here a couple weeks ago. I drove down with my husband's truck and my sons helped me load it up, and I brought it home because I was afraid I wouldn't get it. So I'm trying to get the air out of this. Okay, so I got ham. I've got it flat. I'm going to lay it in my freezer. And then I'm going to let that freeze up, and I'm going to go pick some basil and let everything cook, and I'll show you what the scalloped potatoes look like when they're done. So I am back on here. I wanted to show you what the potatoes look like. So I'm getting them out of the oven. Hot, hot, hot. I've got the baby. He is okay. So yeah, there's a film over here that does that, but they are still going to be good. So as you can see, I'm stirring them. Ooh, they smell good. Yum. All right, so I'm gonna let those cook a little bit longer. I do need to get the ham out. I just gotta find a place to put it first. So yeah, ignore my mess. I have some baby food here for the baby that needs put up. Anyway, yeah. So I got these at our local store. I thought I'd try it. It's like a quinoa and corn for him. I'd like to have these pouches. Not necessarily that he eats them all the time, but they're good on the go, especially when he's hungry. Because you can't tell. You just don't know when they're going to get hungry. So anyway, okay, so what I'm doing is I've got some corn on the stove that we canned. Not that we can't, yeah, we froze. So I'm going to be getting it to where it needs to be. So, hold on, babe. I had little bites for him. Okay, so I got the corn on. My corn is pretty simple. It's corn that I froze, and I just add some salt and pepper to it, a little bit of milk. I do not like this pepper container at all. You can't get it open. I don't even know where I put my apron. There. A little bit of pepper, salt, and then I added the butter and milk, and I like to cook it in that, and it gives it a good flavor. Of course, I've got some leftover macaroni and cheese we're gonna have, so I just need to find a fruit. I don't know. I had peaches, but for some reason I set them out of the fridge last night. So like, I set those out of the fridge, and I forgot to put them back in there. So that's, they're bad, and they were good peaches. So I'm just putting up these cups real quick so I can get dinner sort of started. But I did a small coupon haul today. It wasn't big. I kind of wanted to go over it with you to see. I need to get the baby a juice real quick. So, you want juice? Okay. But he's eating his little bites. He likes the beech nut. There's apple and pumpkin. He loves those. And so if I'm doing something in the kitchen, I can give him those, and he goes pretty crazy over it. So I got him some grape juice. It's like 100% juice, so I'm going going to go ahead and get that for him real quick. So I will not give it to him in these containers because he likes to squirt it everywhere. And plus, when it's in this container, when you do this, you can make sure like there's no mold or anything in it, because you know when they're 100% juice like that, like sometimes they mold, and that's just the nature of it. So anyway, I'm going to finish putting these dishes up real quick, and then I will show you my haul. Out of the oven, I wanted to show you there real quick, so it looks really good. So that's our meat, and here is the corn. Now it don't look, I use a slotted spoon, but I'm getting it stirred up. And I will show you my Dollar General haul. I just wanted to go and I'll show you what I really wanted to go for, because we're supposed to, I just want to like stock up on these for the camper and for my husband. Okay, so here we go. I had 6 of the red. One of my sons already confiscated them. So I got 6 blue, 6 red. I used 2 different accounts. I used 2 coupons on each order because you were only limited to 2. And I actually had 2 more of these and I had to put them up because my coupon was crazy, but I do have another coupon where these were supposed to be free. I'm not going to be able to do a Dollar General Saturday this Saturday, so I'm trying to grab my stuff. But anyways, of course, these were free because they had a new coupon out, limited 2 per transaction, and that's what I was trying to do, making those free. These are digital for $2.94, and there's a $2 off coupon, making these 94 cents a pack. Now this wasn't a good deal. I'm telling you, that's not a good deal because I paid $1.25 for every pack. They were $3.25. I had a $2 off coupon. So truthfully, you can go get the individual warmers free at your Walmart, possibly Kroger. My Dollar General didn't carry it, and I just wanted to use the coupon before it expired. So that wasn't the best deal. I could have saved more money. I didn't. But this is why I went. Now one order was $6.45. And the other was $7.25 for the subtotal, which the one that was $7.25, I will tell you why, because one of the dollars digitals didn't come off, but she manually put the other one in because she does not understand why it did it. So again, I used a $1 off paper coupon from this past weekend's paper, making these completely free. These are $1.25, so they're about basically 70 cents a piece. Pretty much 65, 70, somewhere in there per thing, which you can get them free, like I said, at Walmart. So wasn't the greatest deal, but like I said, I wanted to use them. But these are going to be perfect to put back for Christmas for people and put in a Christmas gift. The double one, do a double warmer, makes a perfect gift. So that's kind of why I got those. But anyway, so we got 6 of these. And this is what I used. And they were attaching in the app, but the woman had to take the one off, the other didn't. But this is what it should have been. You should have been able to get, so they were 80 cents a piece. And let me make sure, let me do my math real quick. So $4.80 for 6 of them. There's $1 off any 3 Coca-Cola products. And they said these are part, yeah. This is Coca-Cola, as you can tell, and then there was $1 off any 3 Powerades. So bringing this to $2.40, which is a very good deal. I think my math is like 49, 47, somewhere in there a piece. So that's a really good deal for these. So these are a good stock up item for the cellar for winter. If you get the stomach virus. I don't like Gatorade at all, but I can kind of tolerate these. And then the orange. So I have like another account, so I'll probably get a few more. But anyways, that was my haul today. It was food savings is really why I went. So I saved a total of $16, and I spent, let's see, 7, 13, 45, 55, $13 and I believe 60 cents. Not bad because it's food savings, and again, like I said, I dropped my coupons. So like I said, I had a brain lapse. My son drank one But anyways, like, so like this for 94 cents, these for $1.20, and 6 of these for $2.40. Of course, these were free, but you had to pay the tax on the full price of the product. So that's kind of where our thing gets you. And then I also have this. So I do, not that I want to advertise it too much, but I do sell Avon. And I just got this in the mail the other day. Oh, it's great. So, like, I'll put a link below if you all want to order, but I highly recommend this. And then ordered me a couple books to read too, so they just came. I don't know if they'll be any good, so if y'all have read those, let me know. Like, I'll have time to read with the kids. But anyways, I am going to check on the scalloped potatoes, and I will show you what they look like when they're done cooking. So they're done cooking. So here is what they look like. So this is what we're gonna do. My older son, he came and took his baby brother. So anyway, I am going to unwrap these, and I'm going to put them in there. You can see I put them in here. So what we're going to do is just kind of break them up into there. And we're going to let this sit for like, oh, probably another 5 or 10 minutes in the oven. And they should be melted, and I will show you the finished result from there. So here it is out of the oven. It's a little bit runny because I got carried away with the milk, but it's okay. So I'll just serve it with slotted spoon. But this is what I'm going to do. I just have a little bit of mozzarella cheese left, and I'm trying to use up stuff in the fridge. So I'm going to mix that in there and serve it and let it melt up. So and a lot of times I put some garlic powder in here, but I have some, but I had it in the cellar, so I hadn't made a trip down there yet. I mean, I do have all these things I canned the other day to bring down, but so if you want to know how cheesy they are, I was dipping them out. Yeah, pretty cheesy. Here is dinner. I just got my husband's plate ready. I could not find no fruit, so yeah, hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you want more recipe videos. Gotta figure out what I'm going to be canning next for you guys. I do need to post the pepper video. But yeah, if you enjoy, like and subscribe, and I'm gonna go eat.